Today, we're talking about money. Real, everyday money conversations in English.
Not like stocks and investments. We mean the stuff you actually talk about with your friends.
Exactly. Splitting a bill, going on a tight budget, treating yourself.
Or accidentally spending $60 on a candle.
By the end of this episode, you'll know 6 natural English expressions that native speakers use all the time when talking about money.
Real, useful stuff. The kind of thing you'll hear at a coffee shop or at dinner with friends.
Okay, let's talk about money.
So, can I ask you something kind of personal?
Sure,
Do you check your bank account often?
I used to avoid it, like, completely.
Really? You seem so responsible.
I'm great at looking responsible. But honestly, for a while in my mid-20s, I just didn't look. I figured if I don't see the number, it's not real.
Oh no, I do that too. It's like financial denial.
And then one day I had to check. I think I needed to pay rent. And I just stared at the screen for a really long time.
How bad was it?
Bad enough that I called my mom.
Called mom. Classic.
And she said, and I quote, "Max, you need to be more careful." Very helpful.
Super helpful. Thanks, mom.
What about you? Any money horror stories?
Okay, so in college, I was so on a tight budget, like really watching every dollar.
Right.
And I found this coffee machine at a garage sale for $10. I thought, this is genius. I'll make my own coffee. I'll save so much money.
Smart.
And then I started buying the fancy coffee pods, and the special milk, and the flavored syrups.
Oh no.
By the end, I was spending more on coffee at home than I was at the cafe.
Because it adds up.
It absolutely adds up. Every little thing. $2 here, $5 there, and suddenly it's $50 a month on syrup.
That is such a relatable story.
The worst part? The coffee wasn't even that good.
You have to appreciate the commitment, though. So when it comes to money in English, a lot of the expressions are really tied to feelings, not just numbers.
Right. Like, nobody says, I have insufficient funds. They say, I'm a little short right now.
Exactly. I'm a little short. It means you don't have enough money in that moment.
It's such a soft way to say it, too. It doesn't feel embarrassing.
And you hear it all the time. Hey, can you cover me? I'm a little short. Or, I can't make it to dinner. I'm a little short this week.
It's very natural. Nobody's going to ask awkward follow-up questions.
Another big one, especially if you're going out with a group, is split the bill.
Oh, I love splitting the bill. Takes all the awkwardness out of it.
Does it though? I feel like it creates new awkwardness.
What do you mean?
Like, you go to dinner, the bill comes, and then there's that silence where everyone looks at the table.
The bill silence. I know exactly what you mean.
Someone has to say, should we split it? And then suddenly everyone's doing math on their phones.
And someone always says, oh, I only had the salad.
Yes.
And then someone else had 3 cocktails and an appetizer, and they're very quiet.
The cocktail guy. He's always quiet at bill time.
So, splitting the bill is great in theory.
In theory. When everyone had roughly the same thing.
What about when someone really splurges?
Ah, there's another one. To splurge. It means to spend more money than you probably should, usually on something you really wanted.
Like a $60 candle.
Like a $60 candle. That is a classic splurge.
Although, in my defense, I'd been really good with money that month.
Okay, that's fair. Sometimes a splurge is a reward.
What's the most memorable thing you've ever splurged on?
I bought a really good espresso machine. It was way too expensive for where I was financially at the time.
Okay, but that sounds useful at least.
It is useful, but I absolutely splurged. No question.
Do you regret it?
Not even a little.
Okay, we're going to play a little game.
Oh yeah?
It's called Myth versus Reality, Money Edition. I say something people believe about money, and you tell me myth or reality.
I love this. Okay, hit me.
First one. Buying coffee every day is the reason people can't save money.
I'm going to say myth, mostly.
Explain.
Because yes, small daily costs do add up over time. But the real reason most people struggle to save is bigger expenses. Rent, cars, unexpected bills.
Okay, that's fair. The coffee thing is more about the habit of small spending than the actual coffee itself.
Exactly. It's symbolic.
All right, next one. You should always split the bill equally with friends.
Okay, this one, myth. Because splitting equally only works when everyone spent roughly the same. If your friend had a salad and water, and you had pasta and 2 glasses of wine, equal isn't really fair.
True, though I also think some friend groups just have an "it always evens out over time" rule.
Yeah, that works too if you trust each other.
Last one. If you're on a tight budget, you should never treat yourself.
Myth. Hard myth.
Strong opinion.
Because if you never treat yourself, budgeting feels like punishment. And eventually, you give up.
Yes, small treats keep you going. Like, you've been on a tight budget all week, made your lunch every day, skipped the expensive coffee, and then Friday you get that one thing you really wanted. It feels amazing.
Exactly. It's sustainable. All or nothing budgeting almost never works long term.
Okay, audience, what do you think? Are these myths or reality? Tell us in the comments. We genuinely want to know.
We might disagree with you, and that is completely fine.
So, budgeting. I think that's something so many people struggle with but don't really talk about.
Yeah, and in English, when you're watching your spending closely, you say you're on a tight budget.
On a tight budget. Like the budget is squeezed, there's not much room.
Exactly. We can still go out, but I'm on a tight budget this month. It's honest, and it's completely normal.
I like it because it doesn't sound like you're struggling. It sounds like you're managing.
Which is true, actually. Being on a tight budget is often a choice. You're being intentional with your money.
I went on a tight budget for like 2 months last year, and it was actually kind of empowering.
Really?
Yeah, I cooked more. I stopped buying random stuff online at midnight.
The midnight shopping.
And by the end, I actually had money left over, which felt so good.
That feeling when you check your account and it's better than you expected.
Yes, the opposite of the panic check.
The pleasant surprise check.
And now I try to treat myself at the end of a budget month. Just one thing. Something I genuinely wanted.
That's actually a great strategy. To treat yourself, it means to buy yourself something nice, just for you. A reward or a little pick-me-up.
I've had a long week. I'm going to treat myself to a nice dinner.
Or, I finished that big project at work. Time to treat myself.
It doesn't have to be expensive either. A treat can be a fancy coffee, a movie, a new book.
A $60 candle.
A $60 candle. Exactly. That was a treat, Max. I stand by it.
I accept that, officially.
And the bigger point, it adds up. Both directions.
Right. It adds up works for spending and saving. Small amounts over time become big amounts.
If you put $10 aside every week, that's over $500 a year.
And it doesn't feel like anything week by week. That's the magic of it.
That's actually kind of exciting when you think about it that way.
It is. Money talk doesn't have to be scary or stressful.
It just has to be talked about.
In English, obviously.
Specifically in English. On this podcast.
Okay, we have a question for you.
Think about something you've splurged on. Maybe recently, maybe a long time ago. Something you spent more on than you probably should have.
And tell us, do you regret it? Or was it totally worth it?
I need to know I'm not alone with the candle.
Write your answer in the comments. We read everything.
Everything. We love hearing from you.
All right, it's time for the Cafe Rewind, where we go back through today's expressions.
6 expressions, real, natural English you can actually use.
Ready? Let's go. Expression 1.
First one, I'm a little short. This means you don't have enough money right now, in this moment.
Sorry, I can't come to dinner tonight. I'm a little short this week.
Your turn. Say it out loud. I'm a little short. Expression 2.
Number 2. Split the bill. This means to divide the cost equally between 2 or more people.
Should we split the bill, or do you want to pay separately?
You try. Let's split the bill. Expression 3.
Number 3. Splurge. To splurge is to spend more money than usual on something you really want.
I don't usually spend that much, but I really splurged on my vacation this year.
Now you say it. I splurged on. Expression 4.
Number 4, on a tight budget. This means you're being careful because you don't have much money to spend right now.
I'd love to come to the concert, but I'm on a tight budget this month.
Repeat. I'm on a tight budget. Expression 5.
Number 5. It adds up. Small amounts of money over time become a big total.
I know it's only a few dollars each time, but it really adds up.
Say it. It adds up. Expression 6.
And the last one, treat yourself. This means to buy something nice just for you, as a reward or because you deserve it.
You've worked really hard this week. Go treat yourself.
You try. I'm going to treat myself to.
6 expressions. Amazing work.
Write them down, use them this week. See how natural they feel in a real conversation.
And that is a wrap on episode 51 of English Conversation Cafe.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today. It genuinely means a lot.
And hey, if today's episode was helpful, please like this video and subscribe to the channel.
New episodes every week, and subscribing is the best way to make sure you never miss one.
And honestly, it makes a huge difference for us. Every like and subscribe helps more English learners find the show.
So, until next time, keep practicing, keep talking.
And maybe check your bank account.
Just perhaps not right after buying a candle.
See you next time.
Bye.